Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double shot of time.
We are at the Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee for the 11th race of Season 2 of the SCRL Wrangler Jeans Busch National Series. The 4-car of A.J. Jones, who has a win in the series at South Boston in Season 1, will be leading us to the green flag. Stop beside him is the 32 of Ying Carnello. Carnello is how you say your name. Rest of the starting lineup for today's race. This is the third time in series history we are racing here at Bristol. In Season 1, Jack Legacy scored his first career win in this event. And in the second event, Eli Bright won the fall event. So this is race number 3 here at this track. I believe, both drivers are here today. Jack Legacy in the 28, of course, our Season 1 champion. We start in 27th. Eli Bright, who won this race as well, this track, will be starting in 34th. So, short tracks. We also have a new driver in this series, starting in the 5th spot, the 51 car, Kaka Silver Paul. There she is, right here, taking over for Aureus. Aureus retired from the series because I didn't want my driver to win a race before someone started complaining. So, yeah. This race is 50 laps, the longest race in this series, as well as several other races. Hopefully it'll be a good race, won't be a wreck fest, and here is the most famous words in all of motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
The field is rolling off. It is a beautiful day here in Bristol, a sold-out crowd, a packed field of 42 of the SCRL's finest, competing to see who will win at one of the most legendary NASCAR tracks. A.J. Jones, a former winner in the series, as I mentioned before, will have the honor of leading us to the green. Pull the belts tight. We are racing 50 laps here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Pace car pulls in, and we are racing for the first time here in Season 1 here at Bristol. Into turn number 1, into turn number 2. Here comes Tony Newman making a 3-wide move. 3 wide for 4th. And Tony Newman will take over in the 0-1 car. And it'll be Tony Newman who will lead the first lap. 1 down, 49 to go. Kaka Silver Paul is up to 3rd in her Season 2 debut. She has competed in this series in Season 1, taking over for Aureus, who retired after Dover. Tony Newman will lead yet another lap. 48 to go. See what else is going on. The 3 car, Jay Jefferson moving up. Our winner at Greenville Pickens earlier in the season. But up front is the 0-1 car, Tony Newman, as A.J. Jones tries to close in. This is, of course, the 1991 version of Bristol. I know this is 1983 when we're doing this series, but there's not really a 1980s Bristol track, so I figure 91 is the closest. And Tony Newman has pulled away, almost has a second lead over A.J. Jones. 3rd is Eric Wayne. 4th is Christian Vargas. And 5th will be Ying Carnello. Canero, how do you say his name? Kaka Silver Paul back to 5th. As we take a look at the battle for last place, Zachary Fitzwater has it right now. Not been a good career for Zachary Fitzwater here in the Busch Series. He has 1 win at Richmond in Season 1, but has been on a 1-year losing streak here in the Busch Series. Well, I mean, in the last race we had a driver break his losing streak, Sebastian Torres. So this series does have streaks being broken as well as new drivers winning. I mean, our first 2 races we've had new drivers win races for their first career wins. Diversity, people. And we got a battle for position. The 21 keeps it. Here comes Jay Jefferson. He wants to get around Keka Silverpaw. This will be for 6th. Jay Jefferson, a multiple-time race winner in this league, picked up career win number 1 in this series. A couple races ago, Greenville Pickens. And he will move up into the 6th spot. And we got a car that's stalled, the number 90. Is there a caution? No, there's not, which is kind of weird. Why there's no caution, I have no idea. And we are still green. Jack Legacy, our Season 1 champion, in the 13th spot. It was this race 1 year ago that Jack scored his first career win. Of course, Bristol was the 3rd event then. It is the 11th event in this race season. So it has been a tough year for the number 28 car, as Tony Newman has a 1.6 second lead. He is determined to get that first career win in his 01 Pontiac. Started in the 3rd spot. Took the lead going into turn number 1 and has led every lap since the drop of the green flag. We have about to complete 15 laps. 35 to go for Tony Newman. And we are catching lap traffic. So these drivers in the back are hoping. We got the number 90 cars back out on track. That is Matt Boyer. Apparently that team fixed whatever problems that car was having. As we head back up front, there's the 15 of Chris Kyle. Winner at North Wilkesboro a couple of races ago. There's Alexo Antonio in the 33 car, winner at Daytona. Ever since then, he's not really had the season he has hoped for. You see Jack Legacy has moved up. 12th spot. Good job for him. You see, I'm always bringing up Jack Legacy because he is our Season 1 champion. So you keep an eye on those drivers that have been well established in this series. Kind of like how real NASCAR does. And we got a spin, the 87 and the 88. Is there a caution? No, there's not. So we had a little incident between the 87 and the 88 as Joe Jefferson pulls to the pit road. And Tony Newman is about to lap the number 90 car again. 20 laps have been completed. We got 30 to go. I'm sorry if I yawn a little bit. I'm recording this in the middle of the night. I'm tired. So this is basically Tony Newman's race to lose. He has a 2-second lead. Of course, all these cars have to pass inspection, make sure no one's cheating or anything, which this car will because I haven't downloaded anything new. So everybody has the same ratings, 155.65. Which I'm kind of surprised we haven't had any wrecks yet. We are on 110%. So we're not holding back. Maybe it's just the Bristol we're at. Maybe this Bristol is a bad Bristol. And Tony Newman will lap the number 9 car, Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzwater is hoping, pleading, praying for a caution so he can get his lap back. But Fitzwater will have to give up the fight and fight for another day. It appears this will be Tony Newman's day as we are about to get the halfway mark. 25 laps down, 25 to go. Tony Newman goes a little bit wide. Fitzwater wants his lap back, but he will not get it back that lap. Fitzwater passing on the inside, and Fitzwater will get his lap back as Connor Hurley's stuck on the high side. 24 to go for these drivers. Connor Hurley will get lapped. Fitzwater got bumped, and now Fitzwater is about to lose a lap again. Got a lot of lap traffic in front of Tony Newman. You got Fitzwater, you got Shuttle, you got the 62 car. You got the 1, you got the 90, you got the 17, you got the 23, you got the 8, you got the 33. A lot of former winners in this series. About to be lapped. As we will get 20 laps to go next time by. And still no caution. I don't know what to tell you guys. I put it on 110%. I don't know why we're not wrecking. $20 to go for Tony Newman. He's about to lap the 1 car of Carter Friesian. Shuttle trying to get a lap back. Nothing much to say, really. The 68 car, Eric Wayne, is now in second place. There he is. He passed A.J. Jones. Third now is Kaka Silverpaw, and fourth is A.J. Jones. As Tony Newman has lapped Shuttle, he's going to try and lap Carter Friesian. $17 to go. Shuttle on the low side trying to get his lap back. Excuse me. Connor Hurley trying to pass Zachary Fitzwater. That is for position. 16 to go. Tony Newman trying to become a dominator. Lead every single lap. He's the only driver right now that's enjoying this race and probably going to leave it a thumbs up. Everybody else probably leave it a thumbs down. Which I can't blame you because it's you know, some of these races will be boring. I can't do anything about it. I can only fix the ratings on the track how it's supposed to be Wreckfest, but we don't get a Wreckfest race. So, yeah. 14 to go. Here comes Eric Wayne in the 68 car, that black and orange car. He dives it on in turn number 3. Can he lead a lap? No, he does not. And we got a caution right as we're about to get a lead change. How do you like that? Well, the 0-1 car, Tony Newman, is our race leader, and we'll get this race restarted less than 10 laps to go. So I was just talking about Jack Legacy a little bit earlier. He goes super slow into turn number 1 like he has a problem. Henry Urchman runs into the back of him, and the 2 cars go for a spin. Into turn number 1, hard impact. The 6 almost flips over, and that triggers a caution light, as you see on the billboard sign. Jack Legacy goes down low right in front of Chris Kyle, and Chris Kyle nails the 28. And everybody else tries to avoid. And for the most part, they do. So that was just really unusual. It was like Jack Legacy's speed just started going down. You'll watch the top of the screen. 110, 112. And all of a sudden, he just slows down way too much. And Henry Urchman just runs into the back of him. And they make pretty decent impact with the outside wall to the point that the 6 almost flips over. So Jack Legacy's dismal season continues. I mean, he's in the top 10 in points, but it's just not been producing victories. And Chris Kyle runs square in the back of the 28 to make Jack Legacy's day even worse. Well, we'll clean this mess up in turn 1, and we'll take you back to the restart. And we are back. We're going to get this race restarted with 8 laps to go. The 87 of Joe Jefferson and the 15 of Chris Kyle are both out of the race. We have 36 cars still on the lead lap. Tony Newman is our race leader. Second is Eric Wayne. Third is Kaka Silverpaw. Fourth, Christian Vargas. Fifth, Ian Carnelli. Sixth, Jay Jefferson. Seventh, Patrick Smith. Eighth, Diego Yepes. Ninth, Con Vargas. And 10th is A.J. Jones. And Tony Newman has a lap car between him and second place. And Tony Newman is gone. We're back to racing here at Bristol. 8 to go. Tony Newman got a great restart. And we got another car that stalled, the 62, Marco Yepes. Oh, hard, whoa. Oh, my God. Well, that's going to bring out the caution for sure. And we're going to get this race restarted with less than 5 laps to go. The 01 car, Tony Newman, is our race leader. So here's the cause of the caution. The 62 Marco Yepes just going slow on the apron, and just like we saw before earlier with Matt Boyer, Marco Yepes just stalls in turn 4. And that should bring out the caution, but like before, it did not. Meanwhile, the 21 Christian Vargas is trying to pass Kaka Silverpaw as Silverpaw goes up the track and hits the 88. Christian Vargas makes a 3-wide move, goes on the apron, and unfortunately Marco Yepes is still there and nails the 62. The 77 got involved, the 70, and Christian Vargas almost flips over. The 98, James Stabledo got damaged, Al Legacy got damaged, Maria Valverde got damaged, 04, the 70, the 42, the 90, the 22, the 71, the 24. Man. So far, this has been the big one here at Bristol. As we take another look on board with the 21. Makes a move under Kaka Silverpaw. Goes onto the apron, which would be a good thing if that car wasn't there. And just ARCA brakes. And Christian Vargas nails the 62. And almost flips over. That was a nasty wreck. I don't know what the 21 was thinking. I mean, you know you're going 3 wide, and you see that black car sitting there, and you should be able to drive around it. But Christian did not, destroyed his car as well as many others. Well, we'll clean this mess up in turn 4, and once we do, we will take you back to the restart with less than 5 laps to go. And we are back. We're going to get this race restarted with 2 laps to go. The 62 stalled because he had no fuel. That was why. So we have 32 cars left on the lead lap. Tony Newman has a lap car between him and Eric Wayne. Third is Kaka Silverpaw. Fourth, Ian Carnelli. And fifth is Jay Jefferson. So this is it. If another caution comes out, the race is over. And Tony Newman leads him back to the green. Great restart. No passing before you get your line. Now you can. And to turn number 1 and to turn number 2. Down the back stretch. And to turn number 3. And to turn number 4. White flag, 1 lap to go. This race is official. And it looks like he's going to score a huge win. Down the backstretch for the final time. And to turn number 3, Tony Newman, the Dominator. Off of turn number 4, Tony Newman scores his first Busch Series win here at Bristol. Well, not the most entertaining race for sure. But we got a first-time winner. Here are your race results. Tony Newman scores his first win of his career in the series. Second is Eric Wayne. Third, Ian Carnelli. Fourth, Kaka Silverpaw in her first start of Season 2. Fifth is Jay Jefferson. Sixth, Riley Spurley. Seventh, A.J. Jones. Eighth, Patrick Smith. Ninth, Kaka White Lion. So we got two Kakas in the top 10. And 10th was Toby Fox. Rest of your race results. We had 32 cars finish the race on the lead lap. Several were a lap down. And everybody out was due to wrecks, basically, except for Marco Yepes, who had no fuel. So that is it for Bristol. We will take you to victory lane with the 0-1 car of Tony Newman. Here are the point standings of the 11th race of the season at Bristol. Derek Camille is still our points leader. He has a 32-point lead over Season 1 champion Jack Lagasse. Third is Jay Jefferson, 45 points behind. Fourth is Cacahuatline, 59 points behind. And fifth is Sammy Savvy Jr., 68 points behind. Sixth is Zachary Fitzwater. Seventh is Brian Fox. Eighth, Ian Carnelli. Ninth, Riley Spurley-Tube. And 10th is Salmon Oskin. 11th is James Stabolito. 12th, Diego Yepes. 13th, Al Lagasse. 14th, Ryan Boyer. 15th, Gatlin Downey. 16th, Sebastian Torres. 17th, Chris Kyle. 18th, Matt Boyer. 19th, Matt Hamill. And 20th is A.J. Jones. 21st is Alexo Antonio. 22nd is Maria Valverin. 23rd, Joshua Rush. 24th, Henry Urchman. 25th, Daniel Gerchach. 26th, Connor Hurley. 27th, Patrick Smith. 28th, Eric Wayne. 29th, Nick Kennedy. And 30th is Eli Bright. 31st is Zaptos Amaridos. 32nd is Toby Fox. 33rd, Gusto Arachoa. 34th, Marco Yepes. 35th, Carter Friesian. 36th is Tony Newman. 37th is Shuttle. 38th, Marcus Sanchi. 39th, Con Vargas. And 41st is Ori Centaur. 42nd is Joe Jefferson. And last in points now is Kaka Silverpaul. So that is it for the 11th race of the season at Bristol. We will next see you at the 12th race of the season at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And until then, keep the hammer down and we'll see you at the track.